let's get straight to it. Adobe has a marvelous feature. I would put this feature in my top 10. I use it almost on every image I edit. Adobe just woefully misnamed it. It's called, according to Adobe, Clipping Mask. It's not very warm and inviting. I've renamed it, and I hope the analogy works for you. It works for me. I call it glitter and glue. And all you have to do to remember how to use the glitter and glue technique, which you will not find that phrase in the manual, it's just my name for it. All you have to do is go back to kindergarten. You learned how to do this technique in kindergarten. What you don't know is how to do the last piece of it in Photoshop. Here we go. Remember kindergarten? Perhaps the teacher gave you a piece of, I don't know, checkerboard construction paper. Now, checkerboard in Photoshop, of course, means there's no paint there. It's not opaque anything. It's not opaque white, black, gray, red, blue, green. It doesn't matter. Transparency, that checkerboard, there's nothing there. The teacher gave you, let's say, checkerboard construction paper, and you took the glue and just squirted it out on the construction paper, as I've done here. The glue goes down on the bottom. Remember that. The glue is on the bottom. And then you received a little vial of glitter. And you took that glitter and you sprinkled it. And did that glitter stick to just the glue, or did it kind of make a mess and go everywhere? Yeah, I think you were in my kindergarten class. I remember you. The glitter goes everywhere. Now remember, and look at my layers. A glitter layer is on top of the glue layer, which is on the bottom. Just like kindergarten, the glue went down first. The glitter came from the top, and it kind of went everywhere. You remember all of that from kindergarten. Here's the part you need to know. In kindergarten, the next step was to take that construction paper, and you were one of two types of people. You were either a shaker, and all the glitter went to the floor or the desk, or you were a blower. Of course, if you were a blower, it went on the little girl's head in front of you. You were either a shaker or a blower, and you need to know Photoshop's way of shaker blow. That's the only piece that's missing. Here it comes, and we're going to be complete with the trick. If you look at the layers, you have two, glue on the bottom, glitter on the top, and the Photoshop equivalent of shake and blow is hold the Alt or the Option key and click between the two layers. Now, without the Option key, you see a fingertip, but with the Option or Alt key, you'll see this when you get between the two, and that's telling you it's time to shake or blow. I'm going to zoom back, and let's shake or blow. Sound effects optional. And all the excess glitter goes away, and it sticks only where there was glue. Glitter and glue. The analogy works for several reasons. Because when you shake or blow, when you Option or Alt click between the two layers, the excess goes away. It only sticks where there's glue. Now let's talk about glue in Photoshop. Glue in Photoshop is opacity. If something is opaque, it can qualify as glue. What qualifies as glitter? Anything. It could be a photograph. I'm going to show you that next. But notice what changed in my layers panel. Two things changed. And by the way, what's cool about Photoshop's glitter and glue, unlike kindergarten's glitter and glue, is you can undo it by clicking the same Alt or Option key shortcut in between. You see, it's a toggle, on or off. Now, as I do this, I want you to notice what's changed on both my layers. What has happened to the glue layer? Well, it's received an underline. And let me tell you why that works with the glitter and glue analogy. It's like the glue is on the construction paper. Look at the line. Pretend that's the construction paper. And by visual sight alone, you'll know that, oh, any underline layer is behaving as a glue layer. When I get someone else's document, if I see it's underlined, I know it's acting like glue. How do you know if a layer is acting like glitter? Well, look. The glitter, it indented a little bit because when you took the vial, you moved your arm and then you shook it down. And that down arrow belongs only and exclusively to glitter layers. Glitter layers indent to make room for that arrow. It's glitter and glue all the way, if you ask me. Okay, now that's an interesting look here, but what is it good for in real life? I'm showing you a very simple example, reminding you of a kindergarten, so that when you get stuck in the process, you can do the same thing. Okay, you remember our little test from previous bonus item. I've got an image on the bottom. I've already isolated the boy with the option click, 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 click trick I showed you in an earlier bonus video. So a version, what looks like a copy of the camcorder inset has been jumped. It's on its own layer. I'm going to make layer 2, the little boy photo, a piece of glue. And whatever else I put above it and stick to it will only stick to that region of the Photoshop file. Remember, glue's on the bottom. All right, here's a photo of Monument Valley. Oh shoot, the glitter kind of went everywhere. My Monument Valley photo is glitter. Anything can be glitter. It just has to be on top of what will be the glue layer. It is on top. Now look what happens when I option click between those two layers. And the photo sticks only to that region. Now what's amazing about this trick in Photoshop life, not in real life, is that the glitter and the glue still remain two separate editable layers. I can grab that Monument Valley photo and move it, drag it, and it recrops and reframes within that glue region. Amazing. Another trick, you can have multiple layers of glitter. And I find this useful when I'm trying to show a customer what I'm talking about. Well, that one is obviously not sticking. It's not yet a glitter layer. See, there's no arrow. But if I option click on it, it becomes a set. Look, I've got one glue layer and two glitter layers. Just like kindergarten, you could start with red glitter and add some gold glitter. That's what I've done, a Monument Valley glitter, and then I added an opaque architectural glitter photo on top of it. And so I can show my customer, well, we could do this, poke it in the eye, or we could do this, or we could do this. That's how it works. One more technique. I'm going to add a new layer. This is so simple, but it's so useful, so effective. I'm going to grab a paintbrush. That's about the right size. It's got a fuzzy edge. I'm looking at that. And I'm going to shade the top of this photo. So I've got a layer above all of them. And I'm going to click and drag. Now, if I hold the Shift key, it gives me a straight line. Oof. But it's at, the artwork's at an angle. That's not going to work for me. So what I'm going to do is show you a new trick. I'm going to click, then go to the end and hold the Shift key and click again. And it will draw a straight line for me between my two clicks. Why do I want to do this? Because I want to glitter a third layer to act as shading. It just stuck to the glue layer. And I'll tell that shading to be multiply blend mode. It's a little too dark, so I'm going to play with the opacity and dial it down. And so now it looks like that photograph is tucked right under the edge of the camcorder. Oh, glitter and glue. Huh.